Hey crafters, this is Mai. So today what we are going to do is we are going to be assembling our layered spring chicks cheeping into spring sign. As you can see, I've got all of my pieces here. They are cut out and I have everything stacked together in the order for gluing. I'm going to be using my art glitter glue here for all of my gluing. I also have my tweezers here that I may or may not use to help me with placing just some of the smaller pieces. And we're gonna get started right away. Now, there's a lot of smaller pieces here with this design. And instead of just kind of brushing everything off and starting with the larger layers, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some of the smaller pieces here. And I'm going to kind of keep the video at this regular pace here for just a little bit until I get most of these done. Only because I want you guys to see that this part, gluing down some of these smaller pieces, is where you're going to find that it takes the most time. And it's also going to be the spot where you want to make sure that you are just getting all of those pieces into the right position there. Okay, let's do this, her beak here in the center. So you just kind of want to make sure that you're getting all of these pieces. You don't want to lose any on your tabletop. Like normally when I'm crafting, I will end up losing some here on my table. And so that's why when I line things up like this, or when I'm doing a layered craft and I line things up, I like to make sure that I've got everything down and in that right position before I start gluing the larger pieces, so I also don't lose them on my desk, because sometimes what will happen is I'll brush them onto the floor as I'm moving paper around. All right, so I'm working here on the feet. And once I get the feet and the parts of the tulips done, then I'm going to move on to our center bird here with her glasses there. And I think what I might do is I'm going to lift these up and just kind of place the glue down here, because I think it'll let me go faster instead of trying to do piece by piece. So I'm going to use a pin here just to kind of push it down and get it into the right place. And so all I did was I pressed it down with my push pin just to pick it up. And then I used my hands to push it into the position there. All right, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing here, but this one I think I'm just going to hold in my hand and then just add a little bit of glue there. And then I'm going to add the glue to the back of this and then place it down. So this is one of those crafts that as I was designing it, I was just really, really excited. We had such a brutal winter, I feel like, this season. And so this is just giving us something to look forward to as spring is just around the corner for most of us. And so warmer weather is coming, right? It was a brutally cold winter. Just lots of low temperatures. Okay. All right, so now I've got pretty much all of the bigger pieces down here. Let me just do, I didn't do this one. So let me do just a quick check. Add some glue there. Place this one down as well. And now I'm gonna start here with her eyes. All right, so I'm gonna put that one there. And then I'm gonna bring this off to the side a little bit and then start my gluing. I'm gonna work from the top down here for this one. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue to all of these pieces here, and then just holding it between my fingers, that's what I'm going to use as my guide to layer the piece underneath. So again, just adding glue to the back, keeping it between my fingers, and then layering it right there on the back. It's probably a little hard to see with my hands, but and try and show you a little bit better. Adding the glue to the back here, then taking the next layer, holding this one here between my fingers, and then Just placing it right on top and keeping it between your fingers will help you to keep the correct alignment, and you won't have to worry about it being off at all. All right, and so we've got this last piece here. And I know you might be wondering, like, where did I get my inspiration for this one? Well, my daughter and I, we were out shopping one day, and I came across this statue of 3 little birdies. And I just thought that it was super cute. And I knew that I wanted to make something like that for spring. Plus, I'm kind of obsessed with chickens. So I want some. We don't have any. And so I thought this would be a fun way for spring. All right, so when you go to place it down, you do kind of want to, again, check the alignment. Now, what's interesting is you'll get 2 pieces of her hair that's kind of sticking through there. You want to make sure that you're lining up the glasses correctly as well as the headband. Otherwise, you don't want to make sure that you're adding any glue there onto her hair. Okay, so now we're ready to glue all of the bigger pieces. So what I'm going to do is everything here on the top is glued. I'm going to start at the back and work my way to the top. And I'm going to speed up the video here because this is all just going to be gluing one right on top of the other, each layer right on top of the other, just like we did for her headband and eyes here. All right, so I'm going to speed up the video a little bit, and here we go. Okay, so there we go. We finally have finished. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you want, what you could do is you could go ahead and add some twine here to the back, and then you can make it for hanging, or you could just leave it like this and it would be perfect. Like if you wanted to use a picture frame holder or a card holder and just leave it on a end table or the mantle. It's super cute. And I also want to encourage you, have fun changing up some of these colored layers here where the sign part is. You can really add in some pattern papers, some bright spring colors. Have fun with it, okay? So thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope that you like it. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and happy crafting.